What's up, Rel 10B? We are here in the Week 7 recap, and joining me this week, very special guest, all the way from the prison island itself, your second favorite Rebel caster, Crusader himself.
Prison? Yeah, that seems fair. What's going on?
And all the way from the bottom of the bracket, the Salt King himself, Superfed.
I am no longer at the bottom of the bracket.
You're in the bottom of the bracket, especially for Week 7, there, buddy. So settle down.
Whatever.
I like how you just embrace the fact you are the Salt King, though.
I could say Salt Lord, but I think that's Sauce's nickname.
Yeah, that's High Lord.
And I don't like you, but I don't want to compare you to Sauce.
That's fair.
There's lines.
That's fair.
All right, let's jump into the Week 7 games, people. The big one and Full Metal's excited Lumi game of the week was Dead Elves Passing versus Conquering Your Fears. Two Bass coaches turned elves, going for an elf shootout and coming out with a draw.
I actually think I cast that game.
Did you? I think you did. How was it?
I think so. It was exciting.
With 3-3, it better be.
Yeah, 3-3. High elves and something, right?
High elves and high elves.
Yeah. It was like one of 3 elf mirrors that I cast that entire game day, so it sort of blended into one.
One with nothing but normal level ups, and the other one with all the strength and agi ups it could want in doubles. So it's an interesting match. And just covered it. Tupac taking a level up, got sidestep, but also took a movement bust. At this point, I think you keep him, but who knows? Might be time to recycle him.
Movement 6 blitzer's fine. It's just an extra lineman with skills.
Nothing wrong with movement 6. And then we've got the East End Geezers beating up the Rabble Leader people. Tackle doing a thing against Zons. That's not actually all that surprising.
Yeah, Spigosaurus has been struggling against the dwarves.
Well, he's been focused. This is his foul season. He's working on fouling with the Amazons, but 1 expulsion each, no deaths, nothing super notable. Says it wasn't working out for him. Mickey Bliss leveled up, got himself some guard. On track to be, short blocker. But other than that, 2-0, tackle does a thing. Poe back in winning fashion with a 1-0 over the tolerant left. So that's another Zon Dwarf matchup. And tackle doing a thing, and then extra insult, Helmut taking the MVP.
I don't think anything went Drunkernut's way there. He got 0 removals.
He got 2 SVP and 36 blocks. Wow, yeah. Nothing.
That sounds like a bad day.
36 blocks, no KOs, no injuries, nothing. Well, good for Poe, I guess. Festering Sores beating up poor California Love and killing Anaheim, the mighty blow piling on should have got tackled sooner blitzer for the humans.
But the week after he got tackle, he died. Such is life.
And a 2-0 slugfest, and I believe he's out in Agi for catcher for week 9, Fed?
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
Festering Sores. Sorry, I got it confused. I thought Festering Sores was the Nurgle team again.
Mm-mm.
It's Cheese and who was the other team? The Rat team from the 1 season. Either way,
Yeah.
Hindi showing you don't have to know how to 1-turn to take a victory.
He didn't even, I don't think he had his Claw Mighty Blow piece either, so he just did that the old-fashioned way.
Well, that's good. Then,
This rat team doesn't impress me.
just a note on the not impressing you. There's a strength up on one of the gutter runners. Does that impress you?
I'm in a division that has 3 movement 10 gutter runners on one team.
You're not in a fresh division. And is that Slice's team?
No, it's not. It's
Oh.
James's.
And then the Yield Guard taking a unsurprising win over the perennial losers of Div 10B, the worst team in the league, Superfed's Reality Kings.
Yeah, I got pounded into the dirt this one.
What did Money Talks pick up?
Money Talks got dodge.
That's good. I really like the catcher. Leap in, apply guard, leap in, sack the ball.
I'm surprised he's lived this long.
Well, with a haircut like Fiction's, we were surprised too. Either way, that's your matchups for week 7. No real big surprises. The shootout is real nice to see. I'm loving the elf embracing from A Grain and 130. Poe back on the win. Nothing really surprising. Hindi picking up a win, I guess, is a little surprising over Nocturnal, but either way, who have we not talked about yet? We talked about Mickey Bliss. Money Talks picked up. You just covered that one, right?
Mhm.
Dodge. And then we can jump to the Tolerant Left.
Come Fiesta also got blocked that game.
Ooh, come Fiesta.
Mhm.
Because I'm not allowed to say curse words on the Rebelcast, but we can say come Fiesta all day.
Yes.
Tolerant Left, Drunkernauts team has a niggled linewoman and a missed next game Mighty Blow. Which could be a little rough for him, but other than that, nothing big. It also seems he had a linewoman death, but, when everything's 6-3-3-7, who cares? I really need to find a Zon enthusiast to help me with these things. And then we've got Anaheim was the big one here. Go check out Nocturnal's team minus Anaheim. 12:30. That's rough. Still got East LA to fill in the Mighty Blow hole in his heart. But it's a little rough. It looks like he's going to be going a little bit more Agi-based with the catchers in the Agi 4, but hopefully East LA or Berkeley will catch right up in the Murder Fest.
I'm assuming these are all just town names or locations in California.
That would be correct.
Hence the Ogre, Rainbow. It's a town.
But what about that ZZYZX? Like
That is literally a town.
It is. I had to look it up.
cannot be
It literally is a town.
my God.
ZZYZX.
How's it said?
We looked this up. I think I went through this week 1, but let's just do this again. And if you want to talk about how things are said, we'll get there.
Yeah, as I say, we have to do the test.
Formerly Soda Springs said Zizix. Zizix, California. Can we just call it Soda Springs? Can Zizix die and be replaced with Soda Springs? Nocturnal. Bag of you. Next up is Dying. I think Dying would be 130's team. He's afraid of dying? No. Who's got Dying? Is it Hindi?
You sure it wasn't 130's team?
I see Dying picking up block. 130's team is based after things that scare him. If you haven't gotten a chance to look at Crusader, like playing elves, no strength skills, as he has a catcher with Mighty Blow piling on.
Yeah.
Where is Dying? Hindi?
Maybe it was a Nurgle Rodder that is on. Yes. No.
Did you find it?
Well, it's on that team. It's on Yayo's team.
Yo. That's what it was. It was a Chaos Warrior, or Nurgle Warrior. Dying. Picking up block, joining the reliable Nurgle Warriors in 2 level ups. It's looking really, really nice for Yayo.
I hate this team. This team is doing way too well.
This team is doing exceedingly well for fresh Nurgle. The Chaos Warriors are leveling up faster than everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Looks nice.
Yeah, it's incredible MVP look.
Is it all been MVPs?
No, I mean he's got a couple that are spread apart, but God, yeah,
14 skills out of 7 games.
It's pretty nice. And a guard Rodder that still hasn't died.
Living the dream.
I also mentioned it earlier, but Hindy's Rat team picked up a plus strength on the Wrestle Gutter Runner, so he's going to turn into a real pain in the nuts ball sacker.
He hesitated about even selecting the strength vote.
What?
That tells you everything you need to know.
Wow.
Pixel hugger.
What?
He almost thought 2 heads.
What? I mean, I let the big hand slide. We all said, okay, big hand can be useful. But to spit in Nuffle's face and not take the plus strength on a gutter runner, the best piece in the game,
He
I
waited
did
for
not.
Khaleesi Maya to tell him to do it.
Well, I'm done.
You can't have a strength 4 gutter runner without strength 3.
Next week we'll have Hindi back on the show so we can talk shit about him to his face. So many rat coaches. And he goes to Khaleesi. The only thing Khaleesi's here to teach somebody is how to take their full turn. Thorag, moving on. Very trouble. On to Poe's team. Thorag picking up tackle. Getting all the more deadly because you never have too much tackle on a dwarf team. And classic Larry picking up kick on the runner.
You know
So,
who I don't want to play in the East to West?
is it Poe?
Yes, it's Poe.
Nobody wants to play Poe. Poe is we did a survey at the start of the season, Crusader. Poe is the least anticipated. Nobody wanted to play him. That's pretty much the gist of it.
It's funny how that happens to dwarves, isn't it?
Yeah. He's also a star player dwarf build. He's got the Nuffles Altar, and he tries to induce Barrack and.
Yep. Yeah, okay.
So, because while he wants a nice, relaxing season, you can't do just a little Poe flair to it.
Yeah.
So, kick, tackle, and the last big level up this week that I was able to catch is one of the Gross Bulls, Barney Rubble, picking up break tackle. So now he's block, movement 7, break tackle.
All the cancer teams are developing even more cancerously.
Isn't that how cancer works?
I was
Yeah.
just gonna say that.
Well, hopefully
The
a
cancer
hero.
is spreading.
Hopefully a hero will come along and radiate them.
Maybe we should put FD in your division and then just make Wedge and Poe play that dwarf team.
I mean, hopefully they get theirs next season. Wedge will re-roll anyway, so I shouldn't worry about Wedge. But
I don't know if you followed Wedge Crusader, but he loves to make these crazy level ups and just have great teams and then reroll them.
And then just reroll, yeah.
And for the first season, he's not following along with Spoony Bard, so. Either way, I'm making a plea to the admins next season to move me down to like Div 3 or 5 so I can just stop them before they get up there. Nip these things in the bud. But that's the level up and deaths of the season or the week. Let's get into why we're all here. Well, the three of us. And find the Kislev team. Where's the Kislev team? There we go.
Team.
Reality
Triple X.
Kings.
How could you not see the XXX?
Kislev. Let's talk about Kislev, boys.
Who would you like to go first?
Well, let's just start out with, I like the Blitzer. I like that you went risky for him with the Mighty Blow and the piling on. And he's going to get more hits with a jump up, so he'll get the block eventually. And you
He's
got
almost there.
And you got a lot of wrestle to offset, the immediate need for block tackle. And this is, again, just from my uninitiated coaching perspective here. I am not a Kislev coach. No Bear, which I always enjoy. Couple of block blitzers. Go ahead, Ben.
I'll let you finish, and then I'll go through.
The Money Talks is by far my favorite piece on this team. Money Talks opens up so many windows and doors and attics and crawl spaces and what have you. Who doesn't want Agi 4 leap with guard? Team Squirt. Blood and movement, great ball carrier, and then a bunch of wrestle. Dirty player. I mean, I guess that's something if you want to foul with 80k right away. And I'm interested. So, I'm not going to comment on it right now, but Crusader, what do you think of the team so far? This is 7 games in.
I like it.
7 games in, plus you played Greenhorn, right?
I did.
So, 11 games in.
11 Stalkfield games of no skills. No, I like it. Captain Stabin going Mighty Blow pylon before guard is a little bit too spicy for my tastes. But
Before guard?
Before block, sorry.
Well, I was going to
I
say.
know what I mean. Maybe I'm more of a pixel hugger than Fed, I guess.
Well, Fed
But,
hates this team, so I don't think he wants to hug any of the pixels.
It's all about maximizing your SBP. I mean, when you play a late game, right? You're like Chaos. When you're playing a later developing team, it's all about getting to that later state as soon as
I
possible.
understand.
Fed, would you let the expert speak?
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Shh, you're the expert here.
No
Sir-
kick makes me sad.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. Like rats,
It
high
was on the
move-
menu.
high mobility teams love the kick, and you've got leap and agi 4 and movement 7, movement 8 on one of them. Get some kick.
It's on the menu.
I would have gotten kick before I got frenzy. This is what I want to talk about. Frenzy on the one lineman.
So at the very end of my stream, I gave Arch XL as my biggest fan the freedom to choose that level up for Brown and Round. And I gave him
Shadowing.
some parameters. He did want to choose shadowing. I did not allow shadowing. I gave him a lot of, well, it's general access. So, wrestle, kick, dirty player, frenzy, dauntless, just anything that could be useful. Strip ball, which you poo-pooed my strip ball.
I did
early on.
Just why pick up strip ball? Why pick up strip ball before anything else on a team that's going to
Because
get
a wrestle,
on a team that's going to get so many wrestle players leveled up?
you get
Wrestle, tackle,
you get,
strip ball, done.
So-
There's your ball sack.
but
That's a
but
line.
one of them. So I had 2 wrestle players already. I needed one lineman to have strip ball first because it was going to take me. I still don't have another strip ball after that one died.
You're going to get one as soon as RK
Strip
Prime.
ball succeeds on a 3+ compared to a wrestler with 1 die that is succeeding 50% of the time.
Now, I know this is a
So
point
it
of
is-
contention between you two, but they're all going to get wrestle anyways, so just let the MVPs lather their way and you'll get a strip ball quicker than you'd think.
But
No,
you
they
want
won't
the
all get
strip
arrested.
ball.
You might get
You want
got.
the strip ball as early as possible when other teams don't have sure hands.
To help you win games, Fed?
It's not about winning games, it's about getting SPP. So you got to get more touchdowns to get more SPP. And it did work. And in the game I did win in the Greenhorn against the Kislev Mir, strip ball won me that game.
God damn it, Crusader. I brought you on here to help me mess with Fed. Could you just stop agreeing with him?
Well, I mean, when he's right, he's right.
It's simple, quick maths, which is my specialty.
Oh my god. I still kick over the DP, and if you had the wrestler, he'd still be alive today. And you would have 3 wrestle linemen.
Whatever. Yeah, that's true. I lost a skill. So actually, I've gotten really good development.
You lost
15
84
levels,
skills.
if you count that. No, not that many.
Also, to be fair, did it die outright, or was it just injured and fired?
It was actually just armor busted, so I could have kept him.
I was going to say,
But
there is a bounty on your team.
I've gotten so many MVPs on my lineman that I was not about to tempt Nuffle with a armor busted MVP lineman.
I actually don't. I don't know about you guys. I don't hate MVPs on Kislev linemen because the catchers have such an easy time scoring and leveling up. And
Do they?
yeah, if you're good.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
Maybe for some. I mean, I guess I've got Team Squirt that I've been feeding touchdowns to, but I've been doing so many vanity passes. Like that's the reason why I have so much more SPP than a lot of other Kislev teams that are this first season. It doesn't give me the passing stats.
You know, I would say listen up, all you Kislev coaches, but I'm pretty sure only 10B. looks at the recap.
128 yards passing. So yeah, I'm passing a lot. I don't know. Most of those are like just vanity passes in the backfield too.
Let's hear from our expert. What do you have to say about this team?
I
Crusader.
think it's heading in the right direction. Like, as soon as these linemen get, like, wrestle, strip, tackle, there's your ball sacker. It's relatively cheap compared to the rest of the team.
Yeah,
Needs
Happy
kick,
Tugs
needs guard.
is getting Dauntless next, so he'll be the most reliable once he gets that. But the Blitzers are my biggest beef with other Kislev teams. Yours, case in point, no stand firm. I think stand firm is the best skill when it comes to synergizing with both jump up and diving tackle.
Your team,
Um,
no stand firm.
And you can't get it before block.
Your
But
team,
you've got-
no stand firm.
Your team is how many seasons old now, and you have no stand firm?
It's the second season.
Second? That's pretty good. All right. All right. You've had more. Well, you've got stat ups, I guess, and I guess I would probably take strength up over stand firm. But
Yes.
I don't like dodge early on blitzers, and that is one of the biggest things I see other teams do. First of all, I sent you the meme of Drake. Wrestle blitzers. If you have wrestle blitzers, you are definitely doing this wrong. The linemen are 100% way better at just throwing on wrestle because all the skills that go with wrestle are in the general axis.
No, I agree. That's why I've always said linemen are your best ball sacker because
Exactly.
all the ball sacking skills are general skills. It keeps them nice and cheap.
Jump up and diving tackle with wrestle? No. But block, guard, tackle, stand firm, all those skills. Those go well with blitzers, but they just take too long to level up. That's why I'm rushing Captain Stabbin for the murder build so I can get
I like-
one blitzer leveled.
I like the blitzers
Whereas,
being
like-
more bashy than blodge.
Yeah.
They're just so expensive. You need them to survive, and like Dodge is going to save them.
But
more
they're-
often than not.
They're the perfect bashy piece. Jump up to start out.
I agree, they are. But at 110k for a base blitzer who starts with no defensive skills, I'm gonna want him to be a little more survivable than just I took a hit and now I'm dead.
And how are your blitzers surviving?
Pretty good, except for a fireball.
See? That's
You-
them. You can't defensive skill against a fireball.
You can't.
Your strength 4-1 seems to be a little squishy.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, he'll be fine.
Plus armor should give bonuses to fireballs as well. We're really talking about making plus armor apply after claw. It should also work on fireballs, make it extra useful. Make
No, but,
plus
like,
armor
there's-
great
like,
again.
There's not much you can do against. There's not much you can do against a fireball. Like, what do? You get hit by a fireball. You get you get.
Don't have
That's
people
straight
use
buff.
fireballs
Yeah.
against you because
You-
lightning
I would
bolts
say
on the
you
way to go.
position better.
Yeah.
You position better.
I mean, it was either that or I take a 2+ lightning bolt on the ball carrier, and like a 5-man fireball is a tempting target, but you don't expect 4 players to get knocked down on one fireball. Like you've got to play the averages every now and then.
If I'm throwing the fireball, I expect no players to get knocked down.
So,
No, exactly right. But it was like it stunned a player, it knocked down 2, and it strength busted Vegeta, and then the Appo just killed him. So I'm like, whatever.
All right, so Crusader, your dream normal level up path for a blitzer, Kislev. Nothing, no
Just a
stat
normal
ups,
path?
just normal path.
Just depends on what I want to do with him. Like Captain Stabbin is a good normal path so far. Like he's a kill piece. I don't mind a guard blitzer. You know, guard stand firm, or maybe sidestep, depending on how you want to go about it.
I don't
And then of
like
course,
sidestep.
well, I don't mind sidestep if I'm going tackle as well. If I go like tackle, sidestep, guard, and that sort of shenanigans, then it's not so bad. But again, like we're in different divisions, so my team tends
Sure.
to get built depending on what I'm going to be playing at some point in the future.
I like my stand firm over sidestep, and the reason for that is I have confidence in my positioning. If I'm putting someone in a square, I want them in that square.
No, I agree.
Versus sidestep, where you now have to adjust, and now maybe your guard's not where you want it to be. Or the only argument the other way is Juggernaut is a hell of a lot more common than grab, and so
Mhm.
if you're doing a lot of sideline shenanigans, then that you'll have to eventually bump up against it. But I just I always
so
will
it
prefer
boils
given the
down to what you're
choice
playing
stand firm.
Well, it's going to boil down to what you're going to be playing against, right? Like
Mhm.
sidestep means that in order to shift that player off of wherever it is, they need to commit more resources to it. They
Right.
need to fill gaps in order to move you away from where you want to be. Whereas like stand firm, they just get the assist. If they knock you down, well, there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah.
I mean, the same is true of sidestep, but it's harder to get you off of where you want to be, sort of thing. And they're committing more players, which means they have less resources for later in their turn.
Sure.
I hope we get some more Kislev up in the higher divs. I'd like to see some developed Kislev. But let's talk.
The problem is they're just so bloated. and you're just giving up all the inducements all the time. There's so
Yeah,
easy to them.
the TV is a real issue. My other issue is 3+s. 3+s.
Yeah,
When
you
you
live and
know-
die by the 3+. Yeah.
I mean, even with the frenzy piece, like there's going to be times now where I'm going to be like, oh, I could surf those 2 players if I can make a 3+3+.
See, I'm not
And
a
a
fan
3+3+?
of the frenzy on lineman.
It's pretty shit. Yeah, I've had this debate of whether it should be on a blitzer or a lineman. I think the frenzy kit.
It should be on strength 4. Get a strength 4 piece and then
Sure.
get frenzy.
That was my original plan. Yeah.
The old
but
fiction.
I've had plenty of opportunities now where if I just had, I learned this with when I was playing Amazons in another league. Just having one frenzy piece, the threat of it, catches a lot of people playing differently, and then
It does. I mean, they're already playing differently against Kislev anyway, because every piece.
Right.
Leaves.
Right. And then when you factor in the fact that I can now leap behind you and surf you, if they give me that, all it takes is once, and then they're completely on the back foot.
Yeah, but it'd be better on a blitzer because you stick the blitzer in the middle of the field. You can just have him as a sweeper, stick him right in the middle, and he covers both sides of the field in one movement.
But I don't want my blitzers to be sweepers. I want my blitzers up in the front, in the fray.
No, I get that. But like, if you're just the movement 6 just isn't fast enough for the frenzy, I think.
I mean, like I said, I did it with Amazons, and that's where I learned it can work. So I just get positioned better, and then you get better stuff out of it.
Give him a you do you.
I respect him too much to do you.
Give him a you do you.
I will say
he had
the reason I'm playing Kislev.
The most American day ever, and I was like, that's I can respect that.
Oh, that was what I bought my AR.
Yeah.
The reason I'm playing Kislev is because I did not like the way I saw any of the Kislevs built and any rebel team. So, I want to forge my own path.
Shade being thrown.
Well, yours, to be fair, was not the worst. You had a lot of stat ups, and that kind of dictated your build. But
Well, I mean, like, yeah, Goku getting strength sort of annoyed me because it wasn't the path I wanted to take for him. And I was like,
Mhm.
I can't turn that down.
right,
And then Trunks got strength, and I'm like, oh my god, what is going on?
yeah,
Well, my team's now 100k more expensive. And then
Yeah.
agility. But the thing is with Kislev, you can't turn down the stat increases. I mean, maybe armor, but like.
Well, it's exactly the movement one for Team Squirt. I 100% intended to get sure hands. That was, and I am missing a sure hands player, and then if the sure hands player gets doubles, they get pass. But
No,
I don't.
I'm on the same path with my sure hands player at the moment.
Yeah, and I just now because I have a guard one, I'm not going to get sure hands on the guard one. His job is
No.
to get sidestep and move with the guard around. The movement up one is my one turner, so I'm going to build him that way. And then the wrestler is of course not going to be a good ball carrier. So now I really find myself needing a fourth catcher when I didn't really want one before, all
Just
because of
fly
that
a
one
Happy
stat
Tugs
up.
and make him into a.
No, I'd rather have the Agi 4 Dauntless. I think that's a lot of value. But because being able to leap in on a 2+ is...
No, I understand. I understand the idea of having.
I would like to play Kislev without ever having to roll 3+ if I can help it. That's my goal. So,
No, I can respect that. I can totally understand and respect that.
it's cost me so many games to where now my linemen would rather have them all be wrestle fend, and then my Happy Tugs be my soul blitzer of going after the ball if I can build them that way.
I seem to be struggling to roll the occasional GFI that I need to make every now and then as well. It's killing me every time.
I don't think I've rolled that many GFIs. I'll have to look at my stats, but just because I'm happy with movement 7. I'm so used to playing orcs that having movement 7 is like a perk, and I'm used to having to play around that. So I don't think I rolled too many of those, but anytime I'm rolling a 3+, it's costing me a reroll.
Oh, you just got to be prepared to get to pay for the reroll, right?
Yeah, I rolled 2 GFIs last game and game before.
How many rerolls?
More against Nurgle.
How many rerolls is your team running, Crusader?
4.
4 still, even with all the development.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The rerolls are cheap. They're only adding 50k to your TV anyway, and you need them.
Fair.
I think the only time I've really with extra was when I was either out of players before the half even started, or I was just in such a dominating position I didn't even really need them. But
Yeah, you'll get the occasional game where you don't need to re-roll much, and you'll get to turn 8 with like 3 re-rolls.
those are called wins.
Yeah, exactly right. But given that you are so reliant on the 3+, I couldn't imagine playing 3 re-rolls. And someone was suggesting the other day, why don't you dump a re-roll and the next doubles on a catch or something, take leader? Because I'm like, what's 70?
It's not saving you
30K
much.
more.
It's
Yeah.
not saving. I'm paying more for it because it's a double. I mean, like,
Right.
as I said, like the reroll only adds 50k to your TV. Like it costs you 100k after team creation, but it still only adds 50k to your TV. Like,
Do you have a preferred stadium enhancement? Because that's also where I'm at right now.
I've got the anti-rock, I've got the squig sandwich kiosk.
That's
Simply because I don't like. No, but I don't want my opponent getting more bribes. I'm giving up so much TV in most cases that if they want to take bribes, they can take them anyway. I don't want them getting free bribes.
Yeah.
The other consideration is, of course, the security gate to stop pitch invasions, because pitch invasion will just ruin. Like, the Rock can potentially
done
kill a
that
player.
twice, yeah.
Pitch invasion can ruin your game and potentially kill a player.
Yeah. That's definitely
Because
happened to
if
me.
they knock down enough players, they just go, I get a free pick who I'm going to foul.
I kind of just want to see what I'm up against next season before I even buy it. Although there's still a lot of games left.
Should be an easy
Um,
season for you.
I'm hoping that happens, but we have a pretty strong anti-submarining stance, and so I wouldn't be surprised if Heronsword and Metal just said, "Nah, screw Fed, he's submarining," and put me up somewhere higher.
You heard it
But
here,
if I
boys.
do get,
You heard it here, boys.
I get-
Fed is submarining. He admitted to it.
if I do get in like Rumble's division with all the people that Rumble's playing, I can, get the Surf Stadium and
The good old-
capitalize.
The good old Rumble
See,
division.
I also thought about the Surf Stadium and thought about just getting like 2 or 3 frenzy pieces and just being going
Right.
whatever.
Because it's something that you can do better than even Norse if you,
Yeah.
if your opponent
yeah.
plays into it.
Yeah, if they're within 2 squares, you just leap across.
Yep.
I was playing on CCL when Kislev first came out, and I had a blitz that was playing against Dark Elves, and they had an assassin. And I was going to go blitz the ball carrier, so I've leapt away, and the assassin's followed up because I leapt across him, and he's now put himself next to the sideline. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just surf the assassin instead. It was a good day.
So, where would you look to be if you were piloting this Team Crusader in the next? How many games are left? 6?
Sure.
5 for you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not talking
Where-
to you.
where-
What do you?
where- where-
What do you? What do you yang? Where would you try and level up this team? Where would you try and get the SPP and level up Crusader?
I would look to get some more progression on the blitzes, to be honest.
Yeah, your blitzers do suck, Fed. Go on, talk more about how Fed's bad. It's too much damn agreeing in this chat.
Here's the thing, right? Like, Fed's got 3 blitzes and 3 catches. How did you start? Did you start 2-1, or did you
I
start
started
2-2?
2-2.
See, I started 2-1 because I knew the catches would level up fast enough anyway. It's the blitzes just take forever, just because that diving tackle means they want to be next to people, but no defensive skills means that they're just going to get punched in the face and die. So you've got to try and just rush levels on them. And that's at least been my experience.
My problem is
So-
MILF Hunter is just a bastard and doesn't like to do anything. That's why I have a montage of all the skulls and ones they've rolled.
No, look, I
Um,
get it. I've got 2 blitzers who've got 1 level each and just steadfastly refusing to do anything else. But again,
Yeah.
like at some point, whilst as much as you want to be putting levels and touchdowns on the blitzers, at some point you've just got to accept getting touchdowns and just going with it.
Right. And then come Fiesta, I did get a Vanity Pass for that level. So I will...
Oh, is come a banned word? Is that why we have come Fiesta?
yeah, well, and, I'm keeping it clean.
Well, I mean, in a Fiesta of come,
Like
somebody's
my
gotta
last
stay
blitzer,
clean.
either my last blitzer or my last catcher is going to be teens love huge clocks. So got around the whole Reality Kings portfolio out.
But like, I would like a kick piece. It's easy enough to get.
We'd all like a kick
You've
piece.
got a HD Love can vanity pass and get 1 SPP and get a kick.
Yeah, I was gonna probably put it on the one with wrestle already, but maybe I do that.
Yeah. I mean, the other option is also aim to get it on your dirty player. But then
Yeah,
you
I
lose your
could.
dirty player, you
Yeah.
lose your kick piece as well.
I figured your next wrestle level up would get strip ball.
At this point, yeah, I was trying to get RK Prime a touchdown or a pass last game for the strip
Well, how
ball,
much-
but everybody I'm going to be playing from here on out now has sure hands. I think every team but the elves do.
How much
um,
dodge is in your division?
A lot. There's two high elves,
you
two
two.
have-
elves and two elves.
You might be better off just going into making
Tackle.
your wrestle pieces, racklers, and then maybe
Yeah.
thinking about strip ball later on after that.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was leaning to at this point, since the whatever his name, the human team, Nocturnal's team, was the last
California
team I
Love.
Yeah, they were the last team I was going to play that didn't have any sure hands, and I would have loved to have strip ball for it. But at this point, as we're going into the Swiss, everybody's going to have sure hands. So
Yeah, I keep saying I like to get strip ball early, and that's the reason why, because people just don't have short hands. But it's also why I also say go get short hands early as well.
mhm.
You know, it saves on rerolls, and it also makes you immune to that strip ball play.
Yeah, at least I don't have any wood elves in this division. That's the one right point. But yeah, that, and then now that I have the frenzy piece, I assume that
Such
he's
a-
just gonna turn over every time I touch them. So I probably won't be scoring with them or blocking with them until the very last
But you
action.
can leap the garden to avoid the frenzy trap.
Absolutely, that is why Frenzy's so good on this team, and also why I wouldn't want Frenzy on the Blitzer. It's because the Blitzers are going to be the guard that goes with it, and setting up the assists. So it can work out. I just want more guard. I think that's my goal for the rest of the
Everyone
season.
wants more guard. Yeah,
Is more guard.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I paid for you to be on here for, Crusader. Too damn agreeable.
you didn't pay me at all. That's the problem.
Exactly. Now stop being agreeable, and I'll double it.
Well, I mean, start handing over those bitcoins, and we'll start talking turkey.
Why, you gonna buy a weapons case?
I was waiting for that.
Me and Fed have been playing a lot of Tarkov. All right, Kislev. Anything else you want to say on this team, Crusader?
Fine. It's shit. I don't like it.
I'm serious. So, is there anything else you want to talk about before we move on to Week 8's games?
No, I think Fed's, now he's getting skills. You'll have found that now since you have skills, Fed, it's a better time, right?
It's. I can see the corner. I may not have
You can
turned
see
it
the
yet,
light at the end of the tunnel.
but I can see the corner.
Yeah,
and hopefully I can get through it without
Really?
losing anything.
I'm really impressed you have 6 fan factor with one win this season.
Right? I can't lose a fan factor roll. All of my rolls outside of the game have been pretty solid.
It's real impressive. Oh,
No,
all right.
Like, this is the thing. Kislev with no skills, it's the most frustrating thing in the world to play. Once
Well,
they
and-
start getting skills, it's just so much better.
I
Fan
don't.
factor doesn't even help me because I get pitch invasion and I lose 6 or 8 players.
Well, I mean, get the security gate.
I can't really comment. Last time I
Have your players killed by rocks.
there you go. Last time I played Kislev in CCL, the first game I started with 2 blitzes, so I can't really say if it is.
I've gotten
the thing
one.
is, though, if Kislev gets a blitz against you, it's hilarious.
I've gotten
awful.
one.
It's so
And
good.
it was a deep kick, unfortunately. So yeah, I wish I'd kicked for that one.
All right,
Kislev getting blitz is just so good.
Kislev. Not enough Kislev love in this whole league.
Guess what? There's 12 Kislev teams.
We need
Some
more.
roundabouts. I like them.
Though I think
They've
this is,
become my favorite race.
I feel like this is the season of the halflings after Mr. Christie blazed a trail. Let's look
I agree.
at Week 8. Reality Kings already played their game, picking up Superfed's first win and losing Chad Sue $5.
Yeah, ArchXL. He even made Chab subscribe to my Twitch, pay the $5. So it was insult to injury.
They had a bet that Fed wouldn't win any games this season. Crusader.
Sorry?
I said they had a bet that Fed wouldn't win any games this season.
Well, how'd that work out?
I mean, well for Fed, I guess.
I guess yeah, it's like $5 richer. So
$5. Tolerant left. The Amazons taking on Yield Guard, the oddly named Nurgle team. That's going to be a rough one. Not a lot of tackle, but
the Nurgle team's only got one tackle, so it shouldn't be that bad. As long as they just don't get punched in the face repeatedly, they'll be fine.
he did not have a hard time against the other Amazon team.
he just played the other Amazon team, didn't he?
Yeah, I would
Dorothy.
strongly favor Nurgle here though, because he's just having a killer season.
Yeah.
And Drogonaut is not.
Well, I mean, the Tolerant left are getting 150k worth of loaners, and they'll still be getting like 400k, 500k worth of inducements.
Yeah. Easton Geezers continuing to tackle on Agi teams. Battle of the Strength Ups, right? Easton Geezers is Wedge's team, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It should be an interesting one. I really think Hindy's going to have a rough time with all the tackle, but hopefully he keeps the strength 3. Conquering Your Fears versus the Axe Grinders. That's Poe versus 130. That's a match I want to see. 130's got the crazy, overdeveloped high elf team with all the stat ups and whatnot.
He's gonna lose something dear and precious this game.
Well, no, you said it.
Yeah,
Nothing.
no strength skills. I'd be keeping him as far away as possible from every dwarf on the pitch.
Which one's no strength skills?
He's the Agi 5 leap.
What about the Mighty Blow Pilot Catcher?
Agi 5 leap.
Yeah,
I mean,
use
yeah,
your
sure,
palm
take it.
elf to take out some runners and troll slayers.
Yeah. And then Rabble Leader People versus Dead Elves Passing. Zons
That'll
versus
be a
High
fun
Elf.
one. That'll be a fun one.
By fun, do you mean boring?
No, I think Picosaurus will be looking to get back into a matchup where he can control the game. He's been out-controlled a little bit lately. And Dead Elves Passing, they've been playing the arch game of tying and drawing and tying and drawing. So I think that they can make it interesting with these Amazons.
Nothing wrong with the strategy of the Duke of Rel.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Let's talk about the excited Lumi game of the week. Hold on. Audio clip. All right. What game, if you had to cast one, would you each choose? Bet.
I would take the Rebel Leader people versus the Dead Elves Passing.
Damn it!
Crusader, you too?
Yeah, I'm well known for my disdain for dwarves and dwarven kind, so there's no way in the world I'd want to cast a dwarf match, regardless of who's playing.
2 against 1. I was going to go with Axe Grinders versus Conquering Your Fears. I want to see if 130 can survive the Meat Grinder.
On the subject of Poe, though, I believe he's been talking about a Death Roller, so we can say we're at week 8.
You know what? If he takes a death roller, I would cast it.
Death Roller or no balls?
Let's see here.
Sir, I believe
130k.
he has the cash.
130k. How much does a Death Roller cost? I don't think I've ever bought one.
Oh, I think it's like 150 or 170, so maybe he can't.
Maybe not. Saving up. We demand Death Roller week 9.
If he had a death roller, I'd cast the match.
Death Roller for the Swiss or shame? That's Death Roller or bust. So, your excited Lumi game of the week is going to be Rabble Leader People versus Dead Elves Passing. And when it comes up, don't ping me. Ping Crusader or Superfed to cast it, because they picked it.
They ping me for every fucking game, so.
I ping everybody else for every other game, too.
I got pinged the other day going, do you want to cast a game between elves? I'm like, I guess so.
160 for the Death Roller.
Ooh, that's expensive.
Yeah.
Though, speaking of big players, Fed, you got enough money to buy a bear.
Nah,
Is it bear time?
no.
Bear
I don't
Force
wanna
1?
say-
Never bear time. It's never bear. I have a bear and it's never bear time.
I will go with a bear if I play the team in the BBPN because it's like a 20-game season and you lose your team at the end of the season. So if you really, really, really want to win games early on, you go bear and you go 4 catchers, no blitzers.
Well, that's been the Rel 10B recap where I actually didn't have to do any work. This was super nice, boys. Thanks for coming
You're
on.
welcome.
My guests this week have been Superfed, the Spurglord himself, and the always amazing Unholy Crusader.
I am pretty fantastic.
Yes, you are. Fed,
Mhm.
would you like to say
Thanks
anything
for
before?
teaching me so much about Kislev Crusader.
You are most welcome, sir. I need
Uh,
to make another inspirational video for you.
No, but did you catch the ending of my game? Or did you watch my win? I guess is what I should ask.
I didn't get to see your game.
Nobody wants to
So
see.
At some point.
I ended it in glorious fashion. You would definitely approve of the ending.
Did you leap into the end zone?
Even better, I played the USSR national anthem.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
Right.
all right. Catch you all next week.